Boys and girls, today I'm going to be going over the homework from yesterday. Make sure you can skim through to, fast forward to the ones that you missed very easily. So I am going to start with the first one. It says, find the surface area of each rectangular prism in your mapping it. So you're going to use the formula that we were using yesterday for surface area. So we are going to go here. Um, we're going to go surface area equals 2 times the length and the width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. Okay, and we have our length, our width, and our height right there. So we have 2 times 5 times 3 plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the width and the height. So now I have 2 times 15 plus 2 times 45 plus 2 times 3 times 9 is 27. So now we are going to multiply our length and width, our length and height, and our width and height by 2. So now I'm going to have 2 times 15 is 30, plus 2 times 45 is 90, plus 2 times 27, excuse me, 2 times 27 is 54. And now we're just going to get an answer. So surface area equals, let's go 90, 30, and 54. So we have 4, and we have 17, 8 plus 9. So we have 100. Oh, what's happening? 174 yards squared. All right, we're going to be doing the same thing right over here. Surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. So we have 2 times, and we have length, width, height. So we have 2 times the length and the width plus 2 times the length and the height plus 2 times the width and the height. Okay, so we have 2 times, 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 times 4 times 8 is 32, plus 2 times 7 times 8 is 56. So now 2 times 28, we have 1656, plus 2 times 32, which would be 64, plus 2 times 56, which would be 112. Now I'm going to add these up. So I have 56, I have 112, and I have 64. So we can add those up, 10, 12. We have 6, 7, 13, 2, 32. So my surface area is 232 meters squared. Alrighty, we're moving right along. We have our length, our width, and our height. We have surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. So we have 2 times, our length is 12, our height is 3.8 plus 2 times, our length is 12 and our height again is 3.8 plus our width and height, and our width is 3.8 and our height is 3.8. So now they threw in some decimals there, which I'm sure you were not happy about. So get through this. We have 2 times, so we're going to have to go 3.8 times 12, which equals 45 and 6/10 plus 2 times 3.8 times 12 again. So we have 45 and 6/10. And then last, we have 3.8 times 3.8, which is 2 times 14.44. So now we are going to get 45.6 times 2. We're going to double that. And we will get 91 and 2/10. We're going to be doing the same thing here. 91 and 2/10. And last but not least, we have 14 and 44 hundredths times 2, which is 28.88. So now we're going to add those up. Surface area equals. So 91.20. I'm going to annex that 0 there, 91.20. And then I have 28.88. And I'm going to add those. So I have an 8, 12, carry the 1. We have 11, carry the 1, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bring that decimal straight down. So we have 211 and 28 hundredths centimeters squared. So 91.2 twice. And then we added the 28.88. So we have 211 and 28 hundredths. Okay, so we're switching from decimals to fractions. Length times width plus 2 times length times height. It's 2 times width times height. So we have 2 times. We have our length, our width, and our height. So I have 9 1/2 times 3, length and width. And again, we have 9 1/2 for my length times my height, which is 1 1/2. Plus, now I need my width, which is 3, and my height, which is 1 1/2. All right, so now we're going to come right here, and we need to turn our mixed number to an improper fraction before we start multiplying and stuff. So 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So I have 19 over 2 times 3 over 1. Ooh, very nice. We have 2 times 19 over 2 times 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3 over 2. Again, not a very friendly. Improper. Last, we're going to have 2 times 3 over 1 times, again, 3/2. All right, so I'm going to move this up just a bit for me. So now I'm going to have 2, okay, times. I cannot cross cancel, so I'm just going to multiply across. Okay, so we have 19 times 3 would be 57. So I'm going to go 57 over 2. Okay, I'm going to keep those together because we're going to do order of operations. Okay, it's not going to change. So we have 2. We're going to bring that 2. Cannot cross cancel again. So we have 57. Multiply across 19 times 3 and then 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay. Plus, go 2 again, times 3 times 3 is 9 over 2. Okay, so now we're going to cross cancel here. Okay, we want to make them smaller. So first off, I'm going to try and move this down so that it's not in our way. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do some cross canceling here. All right. So my 2's can cancel each other out. So now I have 57. 1 times 57 is 57. Here, you can see 2 can go into itself once and 2 can go into 4 twice. So now I have 52 over 2, which means I'd have to turn it back into a mixed number because I'm going to be adding. So 2 can go into 57 28 times with 1 left over. So I can have 1/2 or 0.5 there. Next, I can cross cancel my 2's, leaving me a 9. So now we have surface area, and we're going to add those. So we have 57 plus 28 and a half plus 9.0. So we're going to stick with the half. Now we have 15/24. Carry the 2. And then we have 9. So we have 94 and 1/2 inches squared. Alrighty. A little more difficult, but not too much. All right, so I'm gonna move this up now a little bit. Bring this one down. All right. So let me get my formula written. Surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. All right, so let's figure it out. Cody is painting a storage box for the swimming pool equipment outside. The dimensions needed to be painted are 7 feet by 3 feet by 4.5 feet. If he paints all the surfaces, how much area will he need? So I'm just going to go length, width, and height. I'm only putting that there just to organize my work. So I'm going to go 2 times, my length is 7, my width is 3, plus 2 times, my length is 7, my height is 4.5, plus 2 times my width, which is 3 times 4.5. Okay, so now I have 2 times 7 times 3, which is 21, plus 2 times, and then I'm going to go 4.5 times 7, which equals 31.5, plus 2 times 4.5 times 3, which is 13.5. All right, so now let's multiply 2 times 21 is 42, plus 31.5 times 2 equals 63.0, plus 13.5 times 2, which would give me 27. So now, come over here, I have 42 plus 63 plus 27. So I have 10, 12, carry that 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 132. My surface area is 132 feet squared. It says, if he paints all the surfaces, how much area will he paint? Well, Cody will paint 132 feet squared. Alrighty. So now I have, it says Natalie is wrapping. Let's see if I can, I don't know if it'll let me. I'm going to go back here and see if I can try and get this. There we go. We'll move it there. Make it a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to go surface area equals 2 times the length and width plus 2 times the length and height plus 2 times the width and height. So it says Natalie is wrapping a gift box for her nephew's birthday. The box's dimensions are 16 inches in length long by 10 inches wide by 5 inches high. So that's my height. What is the surface area of the box? All right, so we have 2 times the length is 16 and the width is 10 plus 2 times the length is 16 and the width is, and the width is 5 plus 2 times the width is 10 and the height is 5. Okay, so now we have 2 times 16 times 10 is 160 plus 2 times 16 times 5 is 80 plus 2 times 10 times 5 is 50. So 160 times 2 is 320. And 2 times 80 is 160. And 2 times 50 is 100. So I have 100 plus 160 plus 320, which gives me 580. So my surface area is 580 inches squared. So what is the surface area of the box? Surface area of the box is 580 inches squared. Please make sure to make your corrections. If you still have questions on this, you can just put a star by it and you can ask me and I will go over it some more. So make sure the corrections go in.